Imagine waking up one morning to a notification on your phone. Payment received, $1,500. But this isn't your salary. You didn't go to work. You didn't answer a single email. You didn't sit through a single meeting. That money came from your investments, working for you, quietly, while you slept. No boss checking in on you. No 9 to 5. No alarm clock ringing at 7 a.m. because you have to be somewhere. No Sunday night dread about Monday morning. For most people, this sounds like a fantasy, something that only happens to other people, or maybe not at all. But here's the truth. It's a real, well-defined financial milestone that people call the crossover point, the exact moment your passive income overtakes your active income, meaning what you earn from your job. And this isn't luck. It isn't a lottery win. It's math. Predictable, trackable, achievable math. In today's video, I'm going to break down what the crossover point actually is and exactly how it's calculated, what life genuinely looks like once you reach it, the real day-to-day, not just the highlight reel, a real-world case study showing how different return rates change your timeline, and most important, the practical steps to get there yourself, starting from wherever you are right now. Stick around till the end, because the last section covers the one mistake that quietly stops almost everyone from ever reaching this point, and most people don't even realize they're making. If you're new here, this channel is all about making money and investing make sense, without the jargon. So hit that subscribe button before we dive in. It genuinely helps this channel grow and helps more people see content like this. Let's get into it. The problem, the ceiling on job income. Here's the uncomfortable truth almost nobody tells you early enough in your career. Your job income has a hard ceiling, whether you realize it or not. No matter how hard you work, no matter how many extra hours you put in, your salary is tied directly to your time. There are only 24 hours in a day, and realistically, you can only work so many of them before burnout kicks in. That means your income, structurally, has a built-in limit. Even a promotion or a raise just moves that ceiling slightly higher. It doesn't remove it. Investments simply don't work that way. If you have a $200,000 portfolio generating a 12% annual return, that's $24,000 a year. Whether you're sleeping, traveling, spending time with family, or binge watching a show on Netflix, your money doesn't need rest, doesn't need vacation days, and doesn't care what time zone you're in. This is the fundamental shift that changes everything, and it's worth repeating because it's the core idea of this entire video. Moving from trading time for money to letting money make more money on its own. Once you internalize this one shift, the way you look at every dollar you earn changes completely. How the crossover point is calculated. Let's break this down with real numbers. Say your monthly salary is $4,000, which comes out to $48,000 a year. Now, if your investments are earning an average 10% annual return, how much invested capital would you need to reach the crossover point? The formula is simple. Required portfolio equals annual income needed divided by return rate. $48,000 divided by 0.10 equals $480,000. That means once your investment portfolio reaches $480,000, your investment income equals your job income. Cross that number, and your investments officially earn more than your salary. So the real question is, how do you actually get there? There are three main paths. A high savings rate, investing a large portion of your income consistent, long-term, consistent investing, giving compounding enough time to work, multiple income streams, creating extra capital you can put toward investment. If this kind of breakdown is useful to you, make sure you're subscribed. I post videos like this every week to help you build real financial literacy. How your return rate changes the timeline. Let's make this even more real with a quick case study, because the return rate you assume makes a massive difference to how long this actually takes. Meet Sarah. She earns $48,000 a year, just like our earlier example, and she wants to reach her $480,000 crossover target. She invests $500 a month. Let's see how long it takes her at three different return rates. At a 6% annual return, a conservative, bond-heavy portfolio, it takes Sarah approximately 28 years to reach $480,000. At a 10% annual return, a diversified stock market average, historically, it takes Sarah approximately 21 years to reach the same target. At a 12% annual return, a more growth-focused, equity-heavy portfolio, it takes Sarah approximately 18 years. Notice something important here. The difference between 6% and 12% isn't just a little faster. It's a full decade of Sarah's life. That's the real power of return rate, and it's exactly why understanding where your money is invested matters just as much as how much you invest. But here's the other lever most people ignore. If Sarah increases her monthly investment from $500 to $1,000 at that same 10% return, her timeline drops from 21 years to roughly 13 years. Increasing your contribution often moves the needle faster than chasing a higher return rate, and it comes with a lot less risk. This is why the crossover point isn't just a return rate game. It's a combination of how much you invest, how consistently you invest, and how long you let it compound. What life actually looks like after the crossover. This is the part everyone actually wants to know. Let's get real about it. 1. Decisions stop being money first. Before, you kept your job because you needed the paycheck to cover your bills. After the crossover, you keep working, if you choose to, simply because you enjoy it. That's freedom, not laziness. 2. The nature of your stress changes. The financial stress of, how will I make it to next month, fades away. But a new kind of focus takes its place, protecting your portfolio and making smart, long-term decisions. 3. You gain control over your time. You get to choose whether to work, how much to work, and when to work. This is the single biggest shift that happens. 4. But this is not an overnight success story. Here's an important reality check. Reaching the crossover point doesn't mean the discipline stops. Managing your portfolio, riding out market cycles, and controlling your emotions during downturns, all of that continues. Practical steps to get there. Now let's get tactical. Here's how you actually work toward this. Step 1. Know your savings rate. It's not just about how much you earn, it's about how much you actually invest. If your savings rate is 10%, reaching the crossover point could take decades. If it's 40 to 50%, the timeline speeds up dramatically. Step 2. Understand and respect compounding. Investing $300 a month at a 12% annual return for 15 years can grow to roughly $150 purely through the power of compounding. Time is your biggest asset here, more valuable than the amount itself. Step 3. Diversify, don't gamble. Don't put everything into a single stock or asset. A mix of index funds, mutual funds, real estate, and bonds tends to deliver more stable long-term growth. Step 4. Grow your active income too. The faster your salary or business income grows, the faster you can invest. Every passive income journey starts with active income as its fuel. Step 5. Avoid lifestyle inflation. As your income grows, expenses tend to grow with it. If every raise goes straight into your lifestyle instead of your investment, the crossover point will keep moving further away. Common mistakes people make. Starting too late, waiting for a little more income before investing. Time is the most valuable resource you have. Panicking during downturns, selling everything when the market drops, then missing the recovery. Skipping diversification, putting all your money into one place. No emergency fund, without a safety net. People are often forced to break their investments during a crisis. So, investments beat your job's income, then what does life look like? This isn't just a dream, and it isn't reserved for people who earn six figures or inherit money. It's a mathematical target that anyone with consistency and time can plan for, track, and actually achieve. Your job gives you the capital to get started. Your investments give you freedom. And the sooner you understand that distinction, the sooner you start building toward it instead of just working for a paycheck month after month. If this video was helpful, hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed yet, now's the time. Subscribe to Tom Explain Money so you don't miss the next breakdown like this one. Drop a comment below and tell me what's your personal crossover target. So make sure that notification bell is turned on so you don't miss it. See you in the next one. Put your money to work and let it earn your freedom.